And today we're gonna talk about storyboards, how to improve your commercial videos by 4 times just using storyboards. I used the storyboards in the last project a lot and it brought me some good results, and we won of course the second place. My gold neck is here. Gold neck is a Estonian competition of the best commercial of 2023, and I will show you exactly storyboard shots that I made for this commercial, and I will compare it with the final shot. It's gonna be really interesting to see. But first of all, let's start with the quote of my favorite director and the filmmaker, Quentin Tarantino. Violence is one of the most fun things... Sorry, not this one. Pre-production is everything. You're creating the game plan and you're shaping the movie. Even Quentin Tarantino is saying that pre-production is the key to success, and the main thing in pre-production, I believe, the storyboards. So many people neglect storyboards, but this is crucial and this is so important. And today you're gonna learn what exactly storyboard is, when and how to use them, AI implementation and my workflow of using AI for storyboarding. Best tools for storyboarding. We will see the most popular tools and we're gonna decide what's the best one and what suits you the best. And I'm gonna reveal the exact storyboard shots from award-winning project that won gold neck that I already showed you. First question, what a storyboard is? It's a series of drawings or pictures that lay out the scenes of a film, animation or video. It's like a visual script that guides everyone involved in making the movie, from directors to actors to cameramen, so they all know what to expect and how to bring the story to life. Pretty nice explanation, but the storyboard is actually just a visualization of a shot list. You have a shot list, you have every shot that you're gonna make and that you're gonna shoot with your camera, and storyboards is just the visualization. And how it looks on set, basically, it's a frames that I printed out and put on the big board, and it was so easy to explain to everybody what is the next shot, how we're gonna design the sets, where is gonna be actors, what the actors is gonna be doing. Basically, every project can be split into 5 main steps: idea, pre-production, production, post-production, and then delivering the final project. And storyboards are using, as you can see by this graph, on every step of a project. If you're not implementing your storyboards, your videos suck. So start slowly doing that. Let's have a look how I use storyboards on every step of the project. The first idea, I use storyboards to pitching ideas to my clients and to visualize the scripts and the scenarios that I wrote and that I wanna film with them. It's so much easier because I don't need to use hard explanations or just explain so much. Aliens sitting with the girl, they're having family dinner. I can just show an exact frame, an exact storyboard visualization, and it makes the project sell so much easier, so much faster, and it makes this process really faster because you don't need to use 100 words to explain what is actually happening in your brain, in your creative brain. You can just show, and that's gonna be so much easier. Okay, the pre-production. Storyboards serve to visualize the final shots and facilitate coordination with the crew, because when I'm explaining things to set designers, to costume designers, to a light guy, it's important to also explain to them what we're gonna shoot, how the final product is gonna look like, and storyboards again helps here. In the production, as you can see on the previous slide, I use the storyboards every time to explain ideas. How much I use the storyboards on set, it's crazy and it's really important, and it's helped me so much. The post-production also. In the post-production, I actually don't use storyboards because I usually the guy who is editing, but if you have a separate editor for your project, then storyboards can be also utilized there and used to coordinate the editor and again explain your visualization to an editor, and it helps a lot. So now you know how to use storyboards in every step of creating a video project. Let's talk about ways of storyboarding. First, using stock photos, movie references. You can go to the Shot Deck, Shutterstock and all these websites and just pull the images from there. The speed is pretty fast, the precision is pretty low, because if you want to find some crazy alien stuff, you can't find it there. But if you have a pretty easy commercial that is everybody shooting, Shutterstock and Shot Deck is your friend. And difficulty is easy. You just go to the web page and voila, you already have your shot. Cinema 4D, the speed is pretty slow, I believe, because I don't know how to use it. Precision is pretty high because there you can rotate your camera and you can You can make a lot of stuff, and difficulty, I believe it's really difficult because I have no idea what is the Cinema 4D and never tried it, so for me it's really difficult. But if for you it's easy, great. Photoshop, speed is medium because you need to do a lot of stuff there, precision is medium, and difficulty, I believe it's pretty difficult because it's pretty difficult to create something really precise. You need to spend a lot of time there. AI, for me, it's my favorite, and precision of the AI is pretty high because in just a few minutes you will see like my AI visualization with the storyboard and the final shot, and it is really close, like a 99% accuracy. So precision is pretty high, I believe, and difficulty easy. You just write the prompt and that's it. Hand drawn. The speed is medium, it's pretty slow, especially if you're not a professional artist, it's pretty slow to draw and to make it beautiful. Precision is pretty high because you can make exactly what you want. I would say the precision is the highest here. Difficulty is pretty difficult, especially if you can draw. And shoot stills, it's actually go with your camera and shoot the frames you will need. Speed, I can say it's medium speed. Precision, it's also medium because sometimes you don't really have the props that you actually need to make the shot. And difficulty, I believe, is also pretty medium because you need to call your friend, you need to organize a small shooting, so if you want to make it look professional, you also need to put at least some lighting, so it's not so easy. We just had a pretty fast look on the most popular ways of storyboarding and just choose what works for you best. But for me, the winner is obviously the AI. I believe it's our future, so many people will start using AI. I already started trying it. It's not perfect yet, but it works for these projects for me really well. AI still has some downsides. First, it's limited image generation because you can generate around 100 images, even less, every 20 hours. And this is pretty limiting because you need to generate a lot of images and you need to make a lot of adjustments, so you simply need more images than 100. It seems that this is enough, but it's not enough, especially if you're changing a lot of things and trying new things. And the second downside, and this is huge for me, it can generate harmful and sexual content. That's absolutely crazy. When I wanted just a shot of Oksana, for example, licking a knife, I couldn't generate this shot. I couldn't generate the shot where my actress is licking the knife. Why? Some commercials are made like this. Why? And for example, the second shot, I have the shot in my commercial where Oksana is throwing 2 toasts to the alien spacesuit and to his head. And again, I cannot generate it because it's considered harmful content for AI. Cannot do this. And why? Why have these limits? I don't like it. For example, I tried to generate naked robot sexy girl. I cannot do this. I cannot do this in the AI. I pay 14 euros every month. Please, I wanna see some sexy female robots. Please, AI. Hey, that's Oleg. Sorry for interrupting. I'm here to tell you that you can't even imagine how much time I'm spending creating this presentation and preparing for every lecture. That would mean so much for me if you can just put the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. At the beginning, it's really hard to grow it, so please do it. I would really appreciate it. Let's continue with the video. And moving on to my storyboard workflow for the OMG project. I was utilizing AI for pitching ideas, and I was collaborating with the artist to hand draw each shot. And additionally, I was actually shooting to try just some VFX shots because mini VFX I was doing for the first time, and I just simply needed to make sure that these effects are actually working. So 3 ways of storyboarding I used here. A little life hack: how to create wow effects to your client. Simply generate an image in the ChatGPT image generator and animate it, because the client will sit there and it will like, whoa, you created this exactly cool prompt to visualize your idea, and you even animated it. But soon everybody will learn how to do it, so be fast with this. And of course, adapt your workflow for every project, because maybe your projects don't even need a storyboard. I'm not using the storyboard every time. Actually, storyboarding takes a lot of time. It's not for every project. This is my first note here. And the second note, just try what kind of storyboarding technique works best for you. Adapt your workflow and adapt your storyboards based on the project. And now, how to write a prompt. This is actually a really funny slide, because just ask ChatGPT, because who knows better how to write a prompt than a ChatGPT? Just ask him and learn how to use AI, how to use ChatGPT in combination of the ChatGPT image generator. Let's talk about things you should avoid in storyboarding. First of all, please avoid ugly online templates. The first one is some people are using this, but definitely not for storyboarding. This is good for some kind of schemes or just some kind of planning with your team, but not for storyboard. It's ugly as shit and you can't understand nothing. Storyboard should be beautiful, visual pleasing. You're an artist, so create beautiful things, and the beauty should be everywhere. Create beautiful stuff, and the beauty needs to come from every aspect and from everything you're doing. Please avoid this pre-built 3D fucking absolutely ugly guys. Just look at these guys, they're absolutely lowest quality. What the fuck even this? This is ugly. This is absolutely ugly. It's not beautiful. And of course, avoid too many useless info. This information, for example, the description of this shot, for example, which camera are you filming with, shot size, shot type. This is actually useful, but not for storyboarding. This is useful if you're creating a shot list, but do not put this into storyboard. Your picture should explain everything. If your storyboard doesn't tell from which angle this guy is shot, your storyboard is useless. Avoid this useless info and just make your storyboard beautiful. Real case study examples. The most interesting part of the video, I don't know why I put it on the end, but this is the most interesting part of this video, and we finally come here to see that. Visualize. Blonde woman and the alien in a spacesuit having a romantic dinner in an abstract environment. And by the way, this was my prompt for the ChatGPT. And this is AI. It's pretty close. Just look at this. Then we, with the artist Anastasia, draw this amazing storyboard. This is the drawing storyboard. And this is the final result. Just look how close this is. Just look how close this, and just look how beneficial this for the client. Because even on the pitching phase, or on the phase where I'm just describing the scenario and describing the ideas to the client, he can already visualize the final shot so close. This is 99% here. Just look how beautiful this is and how precise this is. AI is really powerful stuff. It's creating, it's crazy. Let's see another example. Visualize piece of toast are slipping off the alien spacesuit, leaving behind a lovely green trail of brows on it. Let's try to see the drawing. Amazing. Working with amazing artists. Just look how beautiful it is. And AI development also pretty close. And the final shot also beautiful and nice. So just look how precise this is. This is so easy to explain to your team what you want, to explain to your client, and to explain to your actors. It's so cool. Move on to the next visualization. Visualize the picture that depicts a woman standing in front of a little girl, presenting her with a small gift. The woman is wearing a sci-fi suit and has a spike on her head. And please make an abstract background. Again, how precise this is. To the final shot. At the another examples, Oksana is standing and drawing some things on the mirrors. Again, I could use 100 words and a lot of time to explain this, but I can just show the storyboard and this is gonna be really precise. Let's see another example. Oksana is popping the balloon there. Really beautiful. Kissing. Again, really close here. A really abstract shot with the clones. Really precise. Oksana is licking the spacesuit, and the first shot of the commercial, Oksana is sitting here like this. Pretty precise and pretty nice. Just look at all of these examples. This is the actual storyboards you see for this commercial. And the action steps. First of all, integrate new method of storyboarding into your workflow. Try every method, try and learn what works best for you, and just integrate a new method into your daily workflow while preparing for the project. Experiment with the AI for storyboards. creation, because it's our future and so many people already using AI. I believe everybody will use AI soon because it's really powerful. It's coming to our universe, to our daily workflow, and don't be afraid to listen. Start implementing and start using and utilize AI to animate the storyboards, aiming for the wow effect. This is also really powerful. Try Gen 2 to animate your storyboards. I'm actually using Gen 2 by Runway to animate all these presentations, and this works pretty nice, I believe. And again, literature to read. Give me a second. This book is really worth it. Give me a second. Here I am with the book and with the literature to read. This book is really amazing. This is insights from a Disney animator, and if you want to understand storytelling and storyboarding, please read this book. This is 100% worth it. This is not only about the storyboard, it is also about how to create a beautiful story. Here you can learn a lot of storyboard techniques, how to tell the story, and just an amazing book from a Disney animator. Just look at these beautiful storyboards here and how he's telling this story. This book is really nice, 100% recommended. It will help you to learn how to tell better stories and how to use storyboards into your workflow. And again, let's end with the beautiful quote by Quentin Tarantino. I didn't go to the film school, I went to Oleg's YouTube channel. That's true, so please follow and subscribe, it's really important for me. And I believe it's time to see the storyboard and the final commercial. Let's enjoy and let's watch and let's have fun.
Nuestras almas, que ilumina el fuego de nuestras pasiones. En este escenario de deseos ardientes, nos entregamos al amor sin condiciones. Despierta el amor, despierta el deseo, una sinfonía sensual de placer y fuego. Que nuestras almas se unan